real honest reviews, the real focus. Today's highlighted film is BFFs, which opens in video on demand starting on June 3rd. So you can see it on iTunes and Amazon and other digital platforms. I am lucky to not only share with you this information, but also I have the writers and the stars of this film, Andrea Grano and Karsian, joining me to talk about this extraordinarily insightful and humorous film about two best friends going on a retreat together, pretending to be a couple. Hi Tara, hi Andrea, thanks for joining me today, I appreciate it.
Hi Pam.
Hi Pam.
We're very excited to be here.
I'm Andrea.
I'm Tara. And we're BFFs.
Yeah, we are.
The movie.
TheMovie.com. Coming out June 3rd, in case you were wondering.
Yeah.
I was guessing that our interview would be just as much fun and entertaining as the movie was. So tell me, how did you come up with a premise for this film? There must be some story behind it.
What was the genesis of the screenplay? I'm going to let you answer because this is always your question.
I know. She lets me do the boring answer. It's not a boring question, it's a boring answer. Tara and I have hey, I'm answering a question. Have been friends for a long time.
14 years.
No, my God. And we often banter and bicker in a very loving way, give or take. And one night, I believe, we have a difference of opinion of where this happened, but we were on the phone. Yes,
no, we weren't.
Yes, I was in a parking lot. I remember exactly. I was right outside, yes, across from Wendy's. I'm telling you. Not that I was going to Wendy's, but sometimes I did. And we were doing our thing, and I said, oh my gosh, we should go to couples counseling. And she made some joke back, and then we were like, oh, that's a really funny idea for a short. Two friends who end up in couples counseling. And it's so effective that they start to actually think they have feelings for each other. So we went to write it as a short and ended up writing a feature. Whoops.
We got 2 pages into it and decided that we weren't even where we kind of, what are you laughing at?
Just so you know, that noise is Tara's
Oh
dog.
God.
It's not our stomach.
It's not me going, I love this story.
And you're reaching down doing this weird rub thing. It sounds like you have a gimp.
He's a one-eyed English bulldog. His name is Wink.
Yeah, we can't kick him out of the room.
No. Please stop doing that, though. Pamela and her people do not want to hear you doing that.
Wink. One-eyed bulldog, that's a great name. So tell me about your characters, Kat and Sam, that you play in this movie. Are they based on you in any way? Can you relate to these characters, or does a little bit of you shine through in them?
Characters.
I play Kat, who is she has issues with relationships.
No, I'm listening.
Oh my God, I hate you so much. And so she has been involved in a long-term relationship. Well, she keeps saying it's long-term. How long was it? 1 year and 2 months?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that for her is long-term. And yeah, she's definitely got issues. That's not really me.
Well, I guess that's a good thing. So tell me, is there a part of you in Kat?
The cruelty to you. No, I think that we've discussed this very interestingly when we wrote these characters. They kind of have
A little bit of each of us in the other.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, Andrea, how about you?
I play Samantha. Samantha is a woman who jumps from relationship to relationship and thinks she wants a serious relationship, but all her behavior says otherwise. Which again, that's like she and I. That's neither of us, but it's a little bit of each of us. But I'm more a long-term relationship gal than Tara is. So I'd say Samantha does find pleasure in embarrassing Kat and Sam, and as I find pleasure in embarrassing Tara and I.
And we do. But as I said once, the characters are actually much nicer to each other than we are.
It's true.
Which scares people, because the characters can sometimes be kind of mean to each other. But
All right, so now that we know a little bit about your personalities and your characters' personalities, tell me about the retreat or spa place that you go to, Closer to Closeness. There's a sense of believability in this rather comedic place. Is it based on some place that's real?
This is based upon absolutely nothing. This is
Yes.
we based a lot of the exercises on acting exercises.
We had friends go to these sort of self-help weekends that shall not be named, where they were put through these really horrific exercises. We wanted to be really careful not to make the retreat too outlandish, but while still allowing it to be painful for the lead characters. We didn't want a campy comedy. We wanted like a true heartfelt sort of comedy. So,
and very much as our characters do in the movie, we wanted for it to not be so over the top that
we would have just split.
That we would have taken off.
Yeah.
And I do think the exercises, for however outlandish they are, they begin to have an effect on these two characters. So they couldn't have ever been so crazy that we wouldn't have done it.
So it's sort of made up. We get a little nervous when people are like, "Oh, what coupling counseling retreat did you go on?"
Well, we actually did. We looked into, because we were like, let's go and do research. And then I called her and I said, "You do realize they're like $5,000 for the weekend?" And she's like, "Yeah, no research." So I was like, "Yeah." So we did not, but we did have several, mostly men, tell us that they learned a lot about relationships after watching this movie.
You're welcome.
Oh my. So I have to ask you this next question. Who is your BFF?
Well, who's your BFF? Aw, see?
Lori King.
Wendy Bolos.
No.
Thanks, Tara and Andrea, so much for joining me today on Real Honest Reviews, The Real Focus. Remember, you can see this movie on video on demand beginning on June 3rd. Go to Amazon and iTunes, and I'll have a list of other places that you can download and see this movie on my website, realhonestreviews.com, or you can go to BFFsthemovie.com for more information as well. I'm Pamela Powell on The Real Focus.